Hey, hi, hello. Liz here. I thought I would go through a list of my favorite authors, or rather my favorite author-tubers. So, I know many people probably don't care, but we're gonna go through the list anyways because I think it's fun and I'm gonna do it. So, just a little disclaimer before we get into this content is that these are not the only author-tubers I watch. These are just my top watches. So when they post something, I instantly add to my watch later, watch it when I'm in the mood for watching author-tuber content. There are definitely other author-tubers that I've recently come across that I'm starting to watch more, but these are my top recommendations. So I broke up my list into 4 categories. The first category is great self-publishing advice. So these author-tubers are really insightful on publishing advice and just how to write books and stuff like that. So there's Bethany Atazadeh, who she does a mix of vlogs as well as publishing advice. iWriterly, who doesn't do as much anymore. She mostly does interviews with other authors of spicy content, but she has a big backlog of writing advice and publishing advice and stuff. That's how I originally found her. There's Jenna Moresi, who puts a little bit of sass in her videos, which is really nice and refreshing. There's a lot of cussing that happens. She has a lot of writing advice and she doesn't so much touch on the publishing side of things, it's more so the writing side. The Courtney Project, she hasn't posted a lot. Just like iWriterly, she has a lot of backlog about writing advice and publishing advice. Mandy Lynn is the last one in this category. She has a lot of publishing advice. There's a little bit of writing, but it's mostly publishing advice and advice about how to do book covers and stuff like that. So if you're looking for publishing and book covers, she's the one to go see. The second category second category is vloggers who motivate me. So these vloggers are Sarah Sutton. She is the person I am crazy watching right now. Between her and Bethany Atazadeh, they're my top 2 that I watch. Sarah Sutton is really good for she does a lot of writing content and a little bit of life content, but it's mostly writing. Then there's Sincerely V, who also does a lot of writing. She also does reading content. So if you're into writing and reading, then she would be the person to go see. The third category is trad published authors, which are Alexa Dunn, which I believe she's pretty well known in the space. She writes, I believe, YA thriller horror books. She, again, talks mostly about her books as well as trad pub. And then Lizelle Sambry is the second person. She's also trad pub, obviously, because that's what it is in this category. And she mostly talks about her books and vlogs about, she does monthly vlogs about what she did that month. She has a very exciting life, in my opinion, compared to my own, where I mostly stay at home. She goes to writing conventions and stuff like that, and I think her last vlog she did not a retreat, but she went to a college for a tour to get an idea of the space, because that's where her book takes place, or a similar area or something. She's also a Canadian author, which I really enjoy. I believe Sincerely V is also Canadian, so if you're looking specifically for Canadian authors, those 2, or author-tubers, those 2 are definite recommendations. The last category is authors who talk about their writing. So this is strictly their writing. They don't so much give advice and stuff. And it's not so much vlogs, it's more sit down just talking about their books, or talking about their strategies on character design and stuff like that. So this is Anna New, I think that's how you pronounce her name, and Kristen Martin. Both great author-tubers, very entertaining. And yeah, this is a pretty short video. I didn't want to go too in-depth on people, but I wanted to give a just kind of rough idea of the author-tubers I enjoy watching. Anyway, so that is all I have for you guys today. I hope you have a fantastic week, and I will see you in the next one.